Hey, what's up guys? It's Saturday, November 23rd, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 2019. In this video, we've got some very unique sky phenomena that's been observed in the sky. A couple of crafts, one seen in West Virginia, one seen in the St. Louis area. We're going to start out here in West Virginia. I've also got some very unique sky pictures to share with you guys as well. But starting out here in West Virginia, I'm in close. These are the pictures as I received them from Kelly back on the 20th. See the ring in the sky? She saw something there, and then something came out of this ring area. It's a perfect ring. There is definitely something above the clouds, in the clouds, and then you're going to see a black object right up here directly north or at the 12 o'clock position with regard to this ring in the sky. She saw it, took pictures of it, didn't move. It was just there visibly for a few seconds. Saw this black object move out of the ring. Like I said, right there it is. You'll see it again closer here in just a second. All I'm doing here is adjusting the pictures that she sent me, trying to get a little better view of this perfect ring in the sky. Here's the black object that she did see come out of the center of that ring, and it looks to be pretty good size. And there's the black object. Looks like there quite possibly could be two, definitely one for sure. Moved out of the center region of this perfectly round, appears to be some sort of a round craft in the sky, and that's all you can tell. You can't tell anything else. It's very well camouflaged in the clouds other than the perfect ring and then that thing, whatever that is. Here it is again in black and white format. Again, pretty good size. I don't know, I'd say 1,000 feet across, probably at minimum. Looks like it's around 5,000 feet in the air. Just guessing, you know, it's difficult to tell, but I'd say it's between 5,000 and 8,000 feet up, and I would say that thing's probably 1,000 feet across, give or take a couple of hundred feet, and it looks pretty symmetrical. You're going to see it in color format here in just a minute, and much like the black and white, you can see a very distinct ring right here. Here it is in color. You can see the ring. It's very obvious. It almost looks like a sun back behind those clouds, but that's just in a heavily colored format. There's the ring again in black and white, and there I overlay the color over the top of the ring. That again is pretty good size. It was big enough to where Kelly from West Virginia looked up and noticed it right off the bat and began taking pictures, and then it disappeared. And if you look close, you can see some other unique shapes near the proximity of that perfectly round ring. So great observation. Now we're going to St. Louis, Missouri, where Carol, who was along the I-255 in St. Louis, noticed this object in the sky, and then it took off and was moving from her at a very high rate of speed away from her towards the east. She's looking towards the east, if I remember correctly, according to her email in this photograph. And this object, according to her, she saw this, changed shape. In this particular photograph, it was more like a six-sided, see there? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's difficult to tell exactly, but you can tell there is a very unique shaped structure right there in the clouds that is darker than the rest of the clouds. This is slightly modified from its original format, just trying to pull forward whatever that may be that she saw. She said she saw it, she observed it for several seconds, actually changed shape. Could have been the clouds interfering with the shape, but it was moving at a very high rate of speed once it did decide to take off through the sky. But it looks like from this vantage point that that darker area at least has 6 sides. I don't know if this other dark area is associated, which you can tell very clearly here that there's a very dark cloud and then an even darker center. That's got 6 sides. Don't know if they're together, separate, but she claimed that this one here, what she saw, it moved that direction at a very high rate of speed. It almost looks like there's something right up there too, just above the object. So good observation, guys. Thanks for sharing great pictures. I've also got a unique moment that was captured this morning over Central Florida. Actually, this was yesterday morning on the 22nd. Multiple observations, not this one here. This is one that I want to start out with. This was observed in Orlando, Florida, early yesterday morning between 7 and 7:30. And I'm sure, much like the other feature you're going to see in the sky, it was noticed from other locations as well. Much like these objects here you see. This was noticed from not only Orlando, but from Apopka, Florida, which is north of Orlando. This was noticed in Orlando by Joel. Joel sent me these photographs. He took 2 or 3 photographs yesterday morning between 7 and 7:30, November 22nd. And he noticed this, much like the ring, a huge outline in the clouds of what appears to be a perfect circle. Keep in mind, he's up in Apopka, which is 14 miles north of this location, which is in Orlando. Here they are on top of each other, in the photograph, and you can see that they are the same exact object. Here I placed them on a map. Here is Apopka right there. Orlando is down here, 14.3 miles apart. It was spotted from Apopka and Orlando, and more than likely many other areas as well. These two people just happened to send me the photographs yesterday morning. This is what was seen by Moose Fox 7, this big, beautiful orange and yellow streak in the sky at the same time as these 2 round objects were observed from Apopka and Orlando. I used to live in that area. I'm very familiar with that location. Here's the one from Orlando, and you can tell they're the same object. And here's Joel from Apopka, and there's the big round circle. So much like the big round circle we saw up in West Virginia, that was dated the 20th. This was dated the 22nd. More circles and then a big line in the sky. Really a interesting morning yesterday in Central Florida. So good observation, guys. Thanks for sharing. Always appreciate photos, especially by multiple people that don't know each other from the same general location. Sky Phenomena, new video slideshow I put together here. Gillette, Wyoming, sent in by Kelly B, of a storm cloud that looks to be touching the ground. Here's a spectacular orange, pink, light purple sunset, once again from Kelly out of Wyoming. Then we go from pink to purple and gold. Just a beautiful, beautiful sky. Great observation. Dark purples, light purples, just about every color you can imagine. Big beam in the sky. Once again, Gillette, Wyoming. In fact, that's huge. Now we go to orange. Almost looks like a wildfire, but it's not. You're going to see some pictures of wildfire skies from Australia here in just a couple of minutes. In fact, right now, Michael M. from New South Wales sent these photos in. That's the sun through thick smoke in Macquarie, in New South Wales, Australia, as the wildfires are still burning along the east coast of Queensland. Palmerston, New Zealand, their neighbors. Big halo observed from the North Island of New Zealand by Miyuki. Incredible. Boynton Beach, Florida, Patrick. Colorful clouds up near the proximity of the sun. And then also a beautiful sunset from the same location, Boynton Beach, Florida. Roy G. of a very large sundog here that he observed up in the sky, along with this, what looks like a cross in the sky. How about that? Big beam coming up from the sun, just below the horizon. Aberdeen, Scotland, Simon M. of a big unique beam going across the sky horizontally. And it's caused by that cloud right there, that lone cloud causing that streak in the sky. Good observation. Bushkill, Pennsylvania, Dominic and Cindy. Notice these very bright pink clouds up in the sky. In fact, stopped what they were doing to take pictures of those clouds because they were so exceptional. Good observation, guys. You are wide awake and on the ball. Dominic and Cindy again, Pennsylvania, purple sky. And those clouds almost look like they're slightly distorted. Vidalia, Louisiana, Dustin D. of what looks like a big pyramid up in the sky. J.S. Notterly, 76, what you call a bad hair day. Clouds look like hair flying in the wind. Stephen N. of some unique lines up in the sky. Look like 3 fireballs enter the atmosphere. Henderson, Nevada, Patrice M. Big rays coming up from the horizon. Isle of Man, view from Scotland by Lena of some low-riding clouds. Kansas, Heather K. of the sun sitting on the horizon. Not sure if that's sunrise or sunset. Either way, it's absolutely beautiful. Pink skies here. It just doesn't get much pinker than that, and that's exactly the way I received it. Henning K on I-49 South to Texas. Notice this big, unique cloud that almost looks like a raven up in the sky. Iris from Las Vegas, Nevada. You look real close, you can see the moon up in there next to the sun. Hawaii. Photos here sent in by Jamie of a very large halo, very profound halo up around the sun. Been seeing a lot of those lately, and I'm sure we'll see many, many more. Look at that. It's almost got a very dark feature to it in the center. Very bright colors. Once again, that's from Hawaii, sent in by our friend Jamie. Jim B. from Stoneville, North Carolina, of some super unique clouds in the sky. Look at those things. How about that? You guys are wide awake and on the ball. You don't miss much. Iowa, photo sent in by Maria of the sun either rising or setting just above the horizon. Seymour, Missouri. Melody noticed hundreds, if not maybe 1,000 birds migrating up in the sky, forming wiggly lines as they were moving across the state of Missouri. Not exactly sure what kind of birds those are, but there's a lot of them. Isn't that cool how they fly like that? Very smart creatures. Brownsville, Texas, Robert L. Notice that very sharp edge in the sky that we see from time to time, and it stretched as far as he could see in both directions. Good observation. Much like this here from Shiloh, Illinois, sent in by Crystal B. Same phenomena, just a different direction. The clouds are above instead of below, and you can see that very sharp contrast from blue skies to solid clouds and a straight line. Super unique. Sam W. out of Texas noticed what looked like some sort of a diamond in the sky. How about that? Excellent observation. Queen Creek, Arizona, Rhonda noticed a big rainbow after the storms we had these past few days out here in Arizona. That's absolutely beautiful. Over the community of Queen Creek, Scottsdale, Arizona, Laura P. noticed the same thing up in Scottsdale. We got probably 3 to 4 inches of rain over the course of 3 days, and we saw a lot of rainbows and a lot of very unique clouds. Here's that very unique cloud formation once again above Central Florida. Yesterday morning, this was observed from Orlando by Moose Fox 7. Great observation, guys. Keep the photos coming. If you have photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at mrmbb333.com. All the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery. Sometimes I will use the photo in a photo slideshow like you just saw right there. And don't forget to check out the brand new 2020 Sky Phenomena calendar here at the website. Simply click on this white tab here at the top. Takes you to a landing page where you can order your very own good quality Sky Phenomena calendar. I have one myself. It's hanging behind me on the wall. Good quality product made out of photo paper, not paper. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the quality of that calendar, and it's very, very unique. And if you'll scroll down, you'll find a collection of different shirts that we have to offer, but don't forget to check out the 2020 Sky Phenomena photo calendar. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.